What's up, guys? Man, it's Saturday morning. My alarm went off. I woke up. I thought it was Friday, guys. Man, I thought I had to get up and get to work. Like my day job, get to work. So, I'm freaking up, man. What the heck? So, I figured, you know what? Why not? Show you what we got. Give you guys a buggy update, because I know you've been looking for it. So if you're here for the dirt bikes, you guys can skip over this video. Thumbnail's pretty obvious, but some of you dirt bike guys, man, you might like some of this shit. So let's roll into it and see what we got here. All right, guys, man, I finally got this parts buggy here, guys, man, and I really got lucky because I made a deal with the guy. He had like two parts buggies in a trailer. He wanted like $2,400, and it was pretty steep. I called him up. I said, man, guys, I want that green buggy. I don't care about the other shit. I want the green buggy. I need it for what I'm working on. We settled out on price, and and then I finally got around to, okay, guy, man, I'm ready to come pick it up. He's like, man, I got a guy who wants to come get both of them. Give me a week. And dude, this guy was so awesome to call me back and say, hey, man, this guy didn't work out. I sold the other buggy you didn't want. I got the green buggy, man, come and get it. And I said, hell yeah. And man, a couple of days later, I went and got cash out of the bank, and I went and got it. So let's answer the first question. Why did I buy another junk buggy, guys? Well, if you're new here, that's my old girl right there we're working on, right? So we've got a dual port motor on her and just a regular old Bug transaxle, right? Oh, we also have a ball joint front end. So the number one reason why I bought this buggy right here, guys, is that right there. And what's so special about this, guys? Well, this here is a bus transaxle. So this came out of a bus. Then this particular one here is a 3-rib. And then how you know, right here, boom, 1, 2, 3. Right above your axles here, your IRS axles, independent rear suspension, you got 3 ribs. And you've got a 3-rib, 5-rib, and a 6-rib. And man, the first buggy I ever had, guys, man, had a bus transmission in it. And man, it holds up to so much more. And we're gathering parts, and we're building a pretty decent sized motor for my rig. So I've definitely been trying to find one of these. So this is one of the big delays on giving you guys a buggy update. I've been trying to gather parts, been trying to locate parts. So yeah, I just went and bought a 50-year-old transmission for my project buggy. Man, that just tells you the reliability of these old school air-cooled Volkswagens, guys. It just doesn't get any better than that, man. Show me a Can-Am or Polaris that's going to be running in 60 years, and you go buy parts for it that's been sitting for 60 years. I don't tell you how long this thing's been sitting. Man, look at these brand new tires. I mean, they're freaking shot. But anyways, all right, so we got our 3-rib. I know the one guy was asking about these trailing arms, and I was thinking the same thing too. I said, man, them trailing arms, man, why do they look like that? Well, this is what somebody did. So they built this buggy, right? Somebody built this buggy, and to build a buggy, all you need is a bug, and you chop the rear end off, and you pop the front end off. You build your rail, you weld in your rear section, and then you bolt up your front end, and then you get all your wiring. Boom, you got a Sandrail, guys. Man, you talk to some old timers, man. 4 or 5 hours is all they needed. Roll this shit in the shop, hack it up, throw it together, boom, you got a Sandrail. But these trailing arms, man, I was like, man, what kind of trailing arms? I've never seen these kind of trailing arms on a Volkswagen. But this is what they did, guys. You see this section here? So this buggy's been hacked up before. Look, we got this square tubing. We got this tube in here that's been hacked off. We got square tube in here. So what they did is this is just the rear section out of a bus, guys, and this is the stock trailing arms from a bus. Man, I do like this section here they made. That's pretty robust. So another identification here to the bus transmission is the bell housing, where the clutch and everything at is bolted to the transaxle here. So it bolts up in sections. So it's pretty flippin' robust. I want to show you that. Now, you can never have too many cases. Nothing special about this one, man. I was hoping how robust this was built. I was hoping that it was going to be bored out, but it's stock dual port motor 1600. So I'm going to have to get my case machined. The only thing special here is we do have a nice power pulley right there. So that's undersized, so that'll underdrive the alternator or generator. So here's the bus transaxle, and I'm gonna show you what else we've got. So that's the main thing. Oh man, and also, man, I'm probably gonna reuse these racks. Those are pretty sweet. Got another fuel tank here in the back. I'll show you some other goodies. Man, I'm really digging these retro lights. Man, I'm gonna see if I can't get these girls cleaned up. They look pretty solid. I didn't see any holes in them, but man, I dig those. We might fix those up. Another thing we got here, of course, we got a tow bar. That always comes in handy. And here's something else we've talked about. I'm gonna have to do some modifying on mine because these front ends are a little different. Between your beams here, there's about an inch difference. So if you've watched my videos, I've got a ball joint front end on the front of mine, which is that's not the optimal setup for a buggy. It's just doesn't hold up. And we've talked about kingpin front end. So guys, here is a kingpin front end, man, and I want to get this on the front of my buggy. But whoever the fuck built this buggy's definitely made me some work. Look here, I'll show you on my reel how most buggies are built. But whoever built this buggy built the rail and welded it straight to the front beam here. And then they've got this big robust weld here. So for me to use this on my buggy, I'm gonna have to cut and grind and smooth all that out. And I'll walk over to mine, and how you should build these, there should be a clamp up front. It just clamps on, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Oh, excuse me. And now let me show you. Let's show you the other goodies we got here. It's man, you guys like Toyotas? Check out this Sequoia trick. Watch this. Ooh, oh, yeah, buddy. Okay, so we've got another fuel tank. None of these parts are real special, man. We got some stock heads. They look like they'll clean up. We've got I will probably use this dog. I think I really like this doghouse. I'm going to use this doghouse on my new motor build. But guys, check that out, dude. We got 2-barrel. Looks like a 2-barrel progressive carburetor. This is pretty special, man. I got lucky on this, man. We're definitely gonna use this on my build. Here, you know what? Let me just, ooh, man, look at that. Let me take this with me. I'm gonna show you the difference. So before I go, that way you guys can see, we got the kingpin front end. Kingpin front end, and we've got the bus transmission. And let's jump over here to mine, and we'll show you some quick differences. So we're back to my build here. Let me show you the transmission. All right, see here. See how it's round. See how we don't have that big bolted on bell housing right here. There's no ribs. See how tiny it is. It looks more like a cone. The bus transmission's kind of boxy. It bulges up over here. You've got a number of ribs here and then a big bolt-on bell housing here. So that's how you can identify your differences between a Beetle transmission or a Gia or whatever, and then an actual bus. And then, of course, you know, here's your standard Volkswagen trailing arm. So we'll have to get that swapped out. These axles should bolt up straight to that transmission. And then let's show you the front end. All right, so this is our ball joint front end right here. Like I said, man, it's not the best for the buggy. I mean, it'll work. It's just not gonna hold up like that Kingpin front end. And then, like I said, there's about an inch difference in these front beams here. So for me to use that Kingpin, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to modify this just a little bit. But I'm gonna see if I can get it to work, because man, I've had them Kingpin front ends in the past, and I like them. So that's shock mounts are pretty different too. They kind of roll out pretty good. Now let's take a look at this setup right here. They've got that blocked off, so we've got 2-barrel intake right there. And we've got our carburetor. All right, we look at this one. We've got this crap comes down here. And then we've got this single neck right there that comes down. So guys, and of course, this is just a little bitty old Pick 34 carburetor. That's not gonna be big enough to run our dang. I mean, it would run it, but it wouldn't be optimal. And then here you can see the difference in the size of the pulley. This looks to be an aftermarket pulley, but it's not a power pulley. So, it's underdrive pulley is what you call it. So, and that's pretty common in performance things these days. You underdrive your accessories and you get more power, just a little bit, not much. So that was a pretty good score we didn't know about. So we've got our transmission, we've got our 2-barrel progressive setup, and we've got our Kingpin front end, guys. So, man, so now I got to get this sucker unloaded. And one of the rear brakes is locked up. So, man, we actually had to pull it on with a Polaris Ranger. So all you need, if you got any vehicle, guys, you're unloading and something's locked up or you're working by yourself, the best way to do it is just find a tree and strap it, chain it to the tree, and then just pull the trailer right out from under it. So I got to get this girl unloaded, because I'm going to get my new company vehicle we're going to be building. And it's an 88 Comanche 4x4. It's missing the bed. Let me throw a photo up right here. Yeah, so we're gonna go pick that girl up this morning, and man, she's got the 4.0 in it, 4-wheel drive. Good year. The only thing about it's missing the bed, which is no biggie. So we're gonna start renting out dirt bikes. So perfect opportunity for me to wrap this thing and and be our promo vehicle. And I'm gonna build a flatbed for it. And man, I'm gonna keep it full of dirt bikes, guys. I'm gonna keep it full. So we're gonna get the buggy unloaded, and I'm gonna go ahead and post this morning. I'm up, I'm awake, I might as well. So I'm gonna try, now that I got some good parts, good old parts for this buggy, I'm finally gonna be able to start squeezing some of these rail videos in for you buggy fans. So don't worry, I ain't forgot about you guys. I just been, man, as the years get over, it's getting harder and harder to find these old Volkswagen parts, guys. And new parts are expensive, and these old parts are still good. So, and I've just been having a hard time finding these parts. So finally got me a good collection of parts here. So we'll get y'all some more updates. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and stick around.